Hey guys, what's up? It's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I am so excited for this video. As you can tell by the title, today we are doing a little like year reset, preparing for 2022, writing out our goals for 2022. I'm gonna go over my notebook plan for 2022. Yeah, it is like snowing outside. I have some coffee and a new mug that I got from my Secret Santa at work. I have a candle going. We are like cozy. I'm glad I don't have to go anywhere today. Yeah, so we are going to plan and prep for 2022, which is wild. I'm gonna go over my goals and stuff that I had for 2021 and see what we did, what we didn't do, make out some goals for 2022. I kind of got this idea from Carter Sullivan. If you don't watch her on YouTube, what are you doing? Because like her videos are literally amazing, so go subscribe to her. I will have her linked below. But she did like 22 goals for 2022, and I like that there's like a numerical number of goals. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come up with 22 goals, but I really like the idea of it. And then I kind of show you what my game plan is for 2022 and how I'm gonna accomplish those goals. Let's start off quick by going over our goals that we had for 2021. So I started the year and I really didn't know where I was gonna write my goals, how things were gonna go. So I actually started the year by writing my goals in my iPad. I since then have really shifted away from using my iPad. I go in waves of when I really like to use it, when I don't like to use it. And then I had like a really nice planner that I was using at one point that lasted for a solid month. So for now, my goals are here. And let's go over and see which ones we have accomplished. Okay, I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to read these, but I will try and like zoom in and maybe that will be better. I don't know, we're working with angle. Okay, so I had separated them into like finance, social media, health and fitness, and other. Finance, I also crossed off some goals as I had accomplished them. So finance, pay off my car. I did that in January of 2021, which was super awesome. Get under 100K in debt, already did that. Pay off 40K, I did not do that. I think it was like 25K. I have a whole like financial debt update for 2021 that I will have linked below for you guys to check out. Work one extra shift a month. I did work one extra shift per month, except this last month in November, because I actually increased my hours that I was working, so I really honestly have no time to pick up any shifts, so we're gonna count that. And then hit the AdSense threshold every month. I did do that. I actually started making significantly more over the last few months on AdSense, which is super awesome, so thank you guys for watching my ads. And then start saving for a house, which I have done. So I kind of almost did all of my finance goals. 5 out of 6, not too shabby. So for social media, my goal was 5,000 subscribers. I'm fairly close, like 4,800-ish. So obviously I did not get that, and I will not get that by the end of the year. 2.5K followers on Instagram. I kind of like, I've hit it a few times over the last like month, like kind of, I mean, obviously followers like ebb and flow. So I'm gonna count it because I did hit it, and I will, like, it's gonna eventually go up, if that makes sense. 500,000 views. I think I'm at like 415, so not really as close as I thought I was gonna be. And then 3 paid brand deals. I had 2, so I'm gonna give myself like half credit for that one. So yeah, that social media, it's kind of hard because at the end of last year, my channel was growing a lot, and I had like a huge slump towards the middle of the year this year, so it is not a big deal though. Let's go into health and fitness now. Drink 64 ounces of water a day. I will tell you, I started off the year really strong with this one. Over the last few months, I have not been drinking nearly enough water as I want to, so I'm not going to give myself credit for that one. Eat at least one fruit and vegetable a day. I would say a majority of the time I did get this goal, so I am going to cross that one. Work out 5 times a week. Again, beginning of the year, I was killing this goal, and then life just got in the way, and I was super busy with things. So now my goal is like 3 or 4 times a week. 5 was it was a lot for me, honestly. And complete 3 Beachbody programs. I did that. I don't even remember which ones I completed, but I did the 21-day fix, 100 meltdown minute or whatever, lift 4. I completed multiple ones. And then for other, read 5 books. I did. I read 6 books. I had started keeping track of them over here, but I wrote them down. I know which ones I did. Keep apartment clean. I feel as though I went in waves with this. When I'm really busy, it's really hard and not as feasible, but that's okay, it's fine. Journal weekly, nope, did not do that at all. I think I did the first week and then I stopped, so here we are. And get married. Oh, that's cute. I did that. We got married. So exciting. So 2021 was like the first year that I really actually wrote down like goals for the year, like trying to get those goals accomplished. And I think I reached a little bit too far. I don't think a lot of my goals were as obtainable as I thought they were going to be. So noted for myself for making my 22 goals for 2022. I have some ideas of goals that I want to do, but I don't know for sure yet. So we're going to have to just kind of go as we can go. And yeah, so with that being said, let's get into my little journal notebook thing that I have for 2022 and what I have planned out. So I got this just from Walmart. I am one of the people who, if I buy a super fancy planner, I use it for a few months and then I forget about it and don't use it. So this is going to be a lot easier, I think, for me to keep track in. It's literally just a lined notebook, nothing too crazy. I'm hoping that I can use this for a few years and like build into it. And I do have some notebooks laying around, but they're all pretty much filled and I've had them for a long time. So we're gonna go through and I'm just gonna show you quick what I have in here and then we will make out our goals for 2022. All right, so when you first open it, I have my 22 goals for 2022, which obviously we will get to eventually. And then I like to make monthly goals as well to make sure I'm in line with my 2022 goals. So I filled these out at the top. So we have January, February, March, April, all the way to the end of the month or end of the year. And then I have kind of social media. I think I'm going to redo this because it's just very messy. And so we have my social media numbers for throughout here. I was keeping track in my iPad and then I would forget about it. And yeah, so we'll do that here. Savings, I am trying to keep track and work on savings a lot this year. So we'll have every month my start and end. And then I'm going to do a 2022 start and 2022 end just to see where I am. And then I'm going to do a similar thing with debt and payoff and paying off my student loan. So I'm really excited about that. I haven't quite figured that out yet. And then I want to keep track of books I've read as well. So I will do that there because I'm trying to read more books this year and then obviously I don't have anything else. So with that being said, let's start by making these 22 goals for 2022 and then from these I will make some goals for January. Alright guys, I have finished writing out my goals. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And there are a few that are a little bit like repetitive, kind of. And a lot of them are like very broad and basic, but I think it's okay. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, okay, let's go through them. So first goal is to buy a house. Alex and I are currently in the market for buying a house, so hopefully that is something that happens sooner rather than later in 2022. I will be having a whole series and stuff about that, so something to look forward to for this next year. Number 2 is to read 20 books. So in 2021 I read 6 books, so it's kind of a jump, but I got a Kindle for Christmas this year. It's something I asked for, so I'm hoping with that. And I joined a book club at work that I will just be able to read more, so we'll try it out. Number 3 is to save $5,000. I kind of just picked this number out of random. Just is something that I think is achievable for me, and not necessarily that I won't be spending this money that I'm saving, because sometimes I'm going to be saving it for, if you watched my budget, for like my deductible, just generally save more money. But number 4 is to buy a new computer. At some point this year I want to get a new laptop, or even like a desktop computer. I've had this computer since my junior year of college, so 7 or 8 years, and it's running out of room and it's getting slow. And the main thing I use my computer for is YouTube and editing and all that stuff. So eventually, hopefully this year, buying a new computer. Number 5 is getting my CLC, which is to become like a certified lactation consultant. Something that I have wanted to do for a while. It's been a goal, but I haven't done it, and I just need to write it down so that I'll freaking do it. Number 6 is to be more intentional with my time. I know this is kind of a broad and up to interpretation, but for me it means on my days off that I do things like cleaning up the apartment and reading and moving my body, and not just sitting on the couch scrolling through social media like endlessly. I mean, a little bit of that is okay, but less. Number 7 is to go on more walks. It's something that Alex and I did a lot in the beginning of COVID, just because it was like the one way to get out of our apartment, and I kind of miss it. So I want to go on more walks and move my body in other ways other than working out. Number 8 is to have a 7.5k subscribers here on YouTube. I hope it's achievable. Based off of what I had gained last year, or this last year, it doesn't quite get me there, but I'm hoping that obviously as I grow, more people find me, and it's like exponential. I don't know, that's the goal. I don't have a specific goal for followers on Instagram like I did last year, just because it's hard to predict how things are gonna be, and I personally care more about YouTube growth than Instagram. Number 9 is to pay off $20,000 in my student debt. This last year I had the goal of $40,000, and I've only paid off like 27, and stuff happened, so 20 is like a little bit more than the minimum payment, so we'll go with that. Number 10 is to drink less alcohol. If you don't know, this last month I have been doing basically dry December. I just have found that alcohol was such a huge part of every hangout I was doing with people, and it's not necessary all the time. And honestly, I feel very refreshed from taking like a whole month off of drinking, so drink less, maybe do more dry months. We'll kind of see how it goes. 11, move my body more. I don't have a specific workout this many times per week goal, because sometimes, depending on my work schedule, it is not like feasible, and I don't want to not hit my goals because I have a specific number. So again, this kind of goes along with like going on more walks and just moving my body more. 12 is to have a consistent morning routine. So back in November I switched to day shift, and since then I still don't have quite a routine down. It's something that definitely will hopefully happen in the beginning of the month, but trying to keep my days off and my days working similar-ish. Obviously my days off, I'm not gonna wake up at 5:15 in the morning if I don't have to, so not a specific time, but yeah. Number 13 is to not go over budget on miscellaneous items. I've been really bad about this year, and I think one of my issues is that I don't update my budget as frequently throughout the month, so I don't keep track as much and don't know how much I have left, so that's an important thing for me. 14 is to volunteer. So back in college, I was actually part of an organization that was like just specifically for volunteering, and I miss it. So I'm hoping to volunteer like a few times in the year. I don't really know exactly what that's going to entail or how to find that, so I will let you know how that goes, but it's just a goal. Number 15 is to have 5 paid brand deals. So my goal for last year was 3. I had 2. I've been working with a company that I'm going to continue working with, so that's good, and I think I'm hopeful that I will be able to get those. Doesn't have to be an amazing amount of money, but hopefully something. Number 16 is to, at some point this year, start trying to have a baby. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Alex and I's original plan was like waiting until we have like a house, have been married for a year, but I mean, I feel like when it happens, it's gonna happen, and we'll just kind of decide. And yeah, so that's a goal. 17 is to be like the healthiest, happiest version of myself. I think after getting off birth control this year, I have been a lot happier and in just a generally better mood, and kind of just being healthier is like moving my body more, going on more walks. So a lot of these goals are kind of entangled, and obviously drinking less alcohol is healthier as well. So yeah, next one is to drink more water. Again, not giving myself a specific amount, but just being more aware and actively trying to drink more water is a good thing, which I should do right now. Number 19 is to kind of enjoy the little things in life and be more present. I have, and I think everyone has this, where I'm just always looking forward to what's next. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for when we have a house. I'm so excited for when we have a kid. Like, and not being as present in the moment. Like this, before we, like, this is our first apartment. We're going to be moving out of here. Like, being very present in this moment and not always looking forward to the next thing. 20 is to do something new once a month. I am someone who is very much in my own comfort zone and don't really like to be outside of my comfort zone, so I'm hoping that having this goal will help me break out of my comfort zone. 21 is to have 1 date night a month, whether that be just going out to dinner or going to a movie or doing something other than our typical night of sitting on the couch and watching Netflix. Just spending more time with Alex and stuff. And 22 is to just have less screen time. Again, it kind of goes with being present, being more intentional with my time. And yeah, I like could have had like a big goal at the end. I don't know, the list itself does not, besides the number 1 being buy a house, the list itself is not in any particular order. So those are my 22 goals for 2022. I think I'm gonna just make out some just general goals for January to get myself to these goals. And I think having all of this together is going to be really helpful, because last year, like, my big list of goals was in my iPad, and then I was like having monthly goals in my planner, and it was just all over the place. So I think having my goals here, like every month when I go and make my monthly goals, I will be able to like look back on my year goals and be like, okay, what am I doing this month to get myself to where I need to be for next month? So I'm gonna just make out some goals for January and go from there. Alright guys, here are my January goals real quick, just go through them. Finance, save $500, update my budget every week, no AOC from work. So that means when we have too many staff and people need to stay home, that I am not taking that, because then I can save up my PTO and I get paid when I need to. Health, go on a walk. Obviously it's snowy and cold out, so one walk is going to be a goal for me because I'm obviously not going to want to go outside in the cold. But maybe if there's a nice day. Drink 2 of these water bottles a day. It's kind of where I am right now, but I don't do that every day, and that's only 48 ounces, and I obviously should be drinking more water than that, so it's a start. And then eat 1 fruit and 1 vegetable a day. I usually do this, but not every day, so. And then personal, so these are some of my like do this plus this a month. So do 1 new thing a month, so do 1 new thing in January, do a date night with Alex, read 2 books. I'm currently reading 1 on my Kindle, and then I have 1 for my work thing, so that'll be get me to my goal of 20 books. Screen time less than 4 hours, and then wake up at 8 a.m. on all my days off for a consistent morning routine. That is my mental reset for 2022. In my mind now, it's 2022, we're starting, we're doing it. I know there's a few days left of 2021, but why not start now with my goals and all that stuff. So, I will be consistently doing those monthly resets, monthly budgets. Sometimes it'll be the same video, sometimes it's not, kind of like it was this last year, to keep myself accountable for my goals and to keep you guys accountable. If you guys are keeping goals, let me know down below in the comments. What is your biggest goal for 2022? If you have more than 1, 2, you can comment those below. But what is your biggest goal for 2022? And tell me how you're gonna get it. How are you gonna succeed in that goal? Because it's important to have an action plan. But anyway, thank you guys again so much for your support, for following me over this last year, or longer if you've been here longer, or shorter if you've been here shorter. I just appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, this is, I think, officially the last video of 2021. I have like a kind of a special video coming, probably the first video of 2022. That's gonna be exciting. I'm excited for it. And yeah, I will see you guys in 2022. It'll be a good year. It's gonna be a good year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.